Hi guys, I'm JD and I would like to give you some insight on what a professional setup is on a guitar. Now, why does your guitar need a setup? It's quite important to know that with different temperature, humidity and the seasons, the guitar will change. It is alive, it's made out of wood, and obviously with all this temperature change and differentiation of the weather, the wood will shrink, it will swell, it will move, and that's why having your guitar playing at the best of its ability is quite important. How is that done? To understand that everything works as a balanced equation is what makes a setup really good. So having the height of the action adjusted, the action being how high the string is to the fretboard, to have a comfortable playability without any fret buzz. To set the curvature of the neck so that it has the right oscillation when the string vibrates over the fretboard. To have the height of the nut at the right height to the first fret, making sure that all your open chords are nice and comfortable. This is the main equation of what a setup entails. With an acoustic guitar, we adjust the height of the saddle by cutting it down on a machine, making sure that it's perfectly flat so that when it sits onto the transducer, the sound is balanced and the action is also reduced at the same time. The fact that the frets should be aligned so that high spots and low spots do not give you dead notes, so that nothing is in the way when fretting a string. So here is a good example of an unlevel fretboard. After a profiling, we can see that these frets have been taken down quite a lot where the rest have not. It's important that no frets stay in the way, and by seeing with a straight edge we can determine now that the frets are exactly straight relative to each other. Now that the frets have been leveled, we want to profile them again, making sure that they're round. So we're going to take out all those flat spots with the crowning tool. And the fret alignment and profiling is probably the most important step of a setup. Then everything else will fall into place. Setting the height of the action, the intonation, the profile of your strings. The nuts will then be cut to the right height when the curvature of the neck is perfect. And then movable components, electronics will be flushed out, loose components will be tightened, and the guitar will have a fret polishing, an oiling of the board, pre-stretching of the strings, and it is then tuned and ready to go. So I always tell people that a great instrument can play terribly and a terrible instrument can play very well. It's all up to how it's set up. It's all up to how comfortable the instrument is in your hand. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope this gave you a bit of insight and that you've got a better idea of what a guitar setup is, and catch you on the next one.